I will continue to say it over and over again. Gang stalking had nothing to do with religion or spirituality. Gang stalking had nothing to do with supernatural, paranormal, the metaphysical. Gang stalking had nothing to do with that new age bibbidi bobbidi gobbledygook. Gang stalking had nothing to do with astral projection, psychic ability, tarot cards, monitoring spirits, or that stupid thing called the chosen one. Now, these fake gang stalking victims, when they mixing gang stalking with the chosen one, that is a psychological operation campaign to get you, the gang stalking victim, in trouble. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you in trouble. Mixing gang stalking with the chosen one is basically the Indigo Child Prophecy rebranded. They rebranded the Indigo Child Prophecy to turn it into a chosen one. All of his lies, okay? There is no chosen one, okay? I'll show you all these people being red-rummed in the Middle East and in Africa.
Correction. There is a chosen one. You chosen for the damn program. You know what I'm saying? That's the chosen. You have been chosen. They picked your number. They picked your name out the damn hat, and you've been chosen to be tortured for the rest of your sorry ass life. That's being the chosen. You know, people be running around here, man. You know, I feel what this lady's saying. I've been was sick of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you being gangstar, you the chosen one, like it's a good thing. It's not a fucking good thing.
Subsequent fighting has torn the social fabric of Sudan apart.
For your good.
At least 500,000 have died, with 15 million displaced, overwhelming refugee camps, and 25 million suffering from hunger as farms and food stockpiles are deliberately burned. In a country made up...
She trying to say she's fake or something, I think. You know what I mean? This lady...
What it is,
40% children,
it has been used
90% of them are out of
later
school.
on.
This
Whether
is total collapse.
it is that I can comfort a
Sudan has
mother
seen many civil wars.
And as a real gang stalking victim, why you get so mad at these fake gang stalking victims, mixing gang stalks with religion and spirituality, mixing gang stalks with that stupid thing called the chosen one. Where's the chosen one in these war zones? When genocide, and famine,
right?
Clear famine is going on. Where's chosen one at? Oh, they're not there. Over there. They're not in these war zones, okay? But according to the fakes like Stephanie the Seeker, Closing the Gap, I in the Minds of Mind's Eye, the gang stalking playbook, that dude named Efron, he don't do that. But he just denies everything else. But we have another fake gang stalking victim called SRGB Wormwood, constantly talking about gang stalking and that stupid chosen one. These fake gang stalking victims are just people off the street. They're just people off the street just lying. And these fake gang stalking victims, mixing gang stalking with religion and spirituality and that chosen one crap, they're doing a psychological operation campaign to get you in trouble. What they're doing, and this has been proven for the last 10 years, they'll set up fake gang stalking victims as a straw man. Then they will hire other YouTubers who got bigger accounts, right, to claim that these fake gang stalking victims are crazy, blah, 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 blah. And then us real gang stalking victims get put under that umbrella. These bigger influencers, these bigger channels don't talk about Dr. Robert Duncan, Dr. Matthew Aaron, Dr. Terrence Robinson, the former head of the FBI Los Angeles Division, Ted Gunderson, the former Army Intelligence Officer, Julian McKinney, the former NSA officer, Karen Stewart, the lawyer Cheryl Welch. These people don't bring up those people. These people will bring up the fake gang stalking victims and the crazy stuff that they say in their stupid videos and then tie us all under that umbrella. Stephanie the Seeker is no different than the fakes. Yeah, Stephanie the Seeker is a fake gang stalking victim. And for the rest of these people, including Stephanie the Seeker, I am not cyberbullying, not cyber harassing, not cyber stalking these people. They have the right under the First Amendment to put whatever they want, to make whatever video they want and put on all these social media websites. I have the right as an American citizen with the First Amendment and under fair use laws to critique their content. Okay, I have the right to do that. I have the right to do that. And these fake gang stalking victims are wrong. This gang stalking stuff has nothing to do with religion or spirituality. It's been that way for a really long time. The lawyer Cheryl Welch was talking about gang stalking in the year 2000, and it's going into 2026. That lawyer been talking about gang stalking since the year 2000. Never said anything about this being religious or spiritual. He never said that gang stalking was religious or spiritual. But you're going to listen to the people off the street. But you're going to listen. Okay, anyway. Okay. So this is Cheryl Welch right here. You can watch that gang stalking show. Cheryl Welch right here if you want to. I'm going to see if I can find that. This is Cheryl Welch. Now, this assignment is almost 26 years old. See, from the year 2000, okay? From the year 2000. This woman right here, this lawyer, was talking about gang stalking through a legal and scientific lens. So when you compare this lawyer, okay, was talking about this gang stalking, and then you compare it to these fake gang stalking victims that you see on YouTube, ComedyTube right now, okay, Stephanie the Seeker, you can tell the difference. Who's telling the truth and who's not. I'm just saying. Man, gang stalking 1 word tag, gang stalking 2 word tag, relevant section, you can just fucking skip it. Okay, but let's see if I can download this video right here, and I'll let you listen to Cheryl Welch. Okay, I'll let you listen to Cheryl Welch talking about gang stalking from the year 2000.
Okay. Cheryl Welch lives in Davis and studies law at Lincoln. She says she's also a victim of street theater, an experiment in which the government controls the minds of everyone around her.
Wherever I go about in my day, people will spit, swear, blow smoke in my face, basically 100 insults a day. And
the purpose, Cheryl says, is to observe how she reacts so the government can study her mind and eventually use the same technology to control the minds of America's enemies. If that sounds crazy to you, Cheryl says the government is succeeding.
That was Cheryl Welch. So let's look at Stephanie the Seeker's content, her channel. Okay, so here it is. Stephanie the Seeker Stephanie the Seeker is a fake gang stalking victim. She's not talking about real gang stalking. She's doing the Terry Joel Jr. thing, and we're going to get into Terry Joel Jr. real quick. But she created her channel in 2024, okay? She created her channel in 2024. This lawyer named Cheryl Welch talked about gang stalking in the year 2000. Okay. And Cheryl Welch, you can still find her information online. Okay. Not once has this lawyer ever said that gang stalking was something to do with religion or spirituality, or that you were chosen one. She didn't say that.
Right.
And there it is. CBS television, November the 17th. The year 2000. Okay, so, but Stephanie the Seeker is going to say that, oh, but you were chosen one destined for great news with the power of God because you were gang stalking. They're trying to steal your light. This is spiritual warfare. Oh my God, it's spiritual. You're a chosen one. She's lying. And every evidence proves that this woman is lying. She's doing a psyop. She's doing a Grace Randolph impression. She's lying to her audience. And let's look at her content real quick. Okay. Now, she's going to talk about dues and harassment. Oh, my God. She's going to talk about V2K and remote neural monitoring. Oh, my God. But she put it under membership only tag. But back in the day, when she first started, she didn't talk about that. Oh, Jesus. Did she get rid of her videos? What is this? Okay, what is this? Why some of her videos are missing? Ooh, these fakes, man. Ooh, these fakes. Why is some of her videos
I don't know too much
missing?
about her.
I think she's deleting some of her content.
I did put a video up one time, the white lady, you know what I'm saying, what's her, Stephanie, whatever her name is, but I don't know too much about her. So, I don't know if she's real or fake. I don't know, but I don't even give a damn. My thing is this. What I be tripping about is that how people keep talking about this chosen bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking about that. I've been debunked that crap. Because I'm like, look. You are chosen. And you are chosen by the government, the CIA, these lizards. Yes, this is spiritual. Because everything is spiritual. But this is also taking place in the physical. And you can't have spirit without science at the same time, because spirit, science goes together. So this is spiritual warfare, but at the same time, you cannot neglect the technological aspect of the program, which a lot of y'all do. Y'all don't want to talk about the satellite weaponries, the dude weaponries and stuff like that that they're doing to the people. You know what I'm saying? So, are they doing, I heard what the lady said. She said they don't have nothing to do with astral projection. Or, well, I disagree with that. I do really believe that, yes, this is a spiritual warfare, but at the same time, it is technological. It is happening in the flesh. It is your government. I'm not. If you want to say it's the devil, then I guess the devil is the government. You know what I'm saying? They are responsible for this, and this don't have nothing to do with, oh, you got a high IQ and you did good in school, or whatever. At the end of the day, though, it's all speculation. None of us really know why we're in the program. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if it's blood type. You know what I'm saying? If it's what was the RH negative or RH positive. You know what I'm saying? We don't know why they put us. If could have been the gateway program since we was in middle school, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's many speculations about why they're targeting you. The most important thing is you need to know that you are being targeted. That's the most important thing. And if anybody is telling you you're not, and they're close to you, like your family, your so-called friends, whatever, 9 times out of 10 they're in on it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that, because I said it before. You know what I'm saying? If you got family, like I remember in the very beginning days of my targeting, when the shit was popping off, first thing I did was I talked about it to people that was close to me, family, friends, so-called friends, whatever. And the moment I brought it up to people about what was going on, the people that was around me gaslit me and said I was paranoid, whatever. They didn't want to hear it, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to prove it to you. And that's when I started to record. You see what I'm saying? This was all in 2015, whatever. 2015, 2016, that's when I started to record. I mean, so, and then I woke up later on and realized, man, hey, I get it now. I see why the people that's around me denied the fact. You know what I'm saying? Try to gaslight me, whatever, because they're a part of it. And this is a big money scheme or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that they're getting paid hourly, but I do, like I said, I do believe that they get Section 8 housing. They get fucked up cars. You know what I'm saying? And they probably get a little something when you on the target's death. So there's money being involved in it, but the bots and the NPCs, they're only getting crumbs. The big money is being handled with the orchestrators. You know what I'm saying? The higher ups, the governments, you know what I'm saying? FISA, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Infogar, whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's running this shit behind the scene. Those are the people that, because you got to understand too. You got to understand, that this is a big money thing. So, Wall Street is involved in this. That this is in the stock exchange. You know what I'm saying? And, you might be a part of the cryptocurrency or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever stock, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever human trafficking stock that they got, that they cashing out. People are betting on you. People are betting that either you're going to die in it, or some people are probably betting that you're going to survive. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you one thing though, I'm trying to tell you, man, if I could take it back to the very beginning, like 2015, I can imagine how many people threw a lot of money on my head thinking that I was probably going to be out the program back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm even amazed at myself. I'm even still here. You know what I'm saying? After all what I've been through. But I know that they was really trying to cash out. They probably put millions, like, yo, I'm going to bank on this dude. He ain't going to last. He ain't going to make it 3 months, 6 months. People throwing big money on you. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe that was another reason why I was receiving a lot of donations too. Because now I can't even get a damn donation to save a motherfucking bot's life. You know what I'm saying? But back then, donations were coming through heavy. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that those bots, that was sending donations were pretty much investing money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like how you invest money into a stock exchange. You put money on Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? You know, so that way, you know, you can, you know, luck up and, you know, win some money. So I believe that's what they was doing. I believe that the people that was sending me money, it was a part of the program. It was just they wasn't really trying to help me out. They was just doing it for their own glory, thinking that I would have got offed. They would have took me out by then. And I guess if somebody sent me, you know, $500, I guess that $500 would have turned to $1,500 or $2,000. I don't know. This is all speculation. But one thing about this program, it will make you think. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and let her continue to talk, because I ain't got that much seconds on here.
Yeah, that doesn't look right. I think this woman is starting to delete some of her content because she's being called out. But don't worry, I downloaded a good chunk of her content. So yeah, sorry, too late. Downloaded most of your content. So nice try. Okay, so
but I wanted to say too, you know, thinking that you're getting targeted because for the Lord and, you know, Jesus loves you and all, man, ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Because look, people getting killed all over the world for that Jesus. All right, go look up. I told you before, and I say it again. Go look up Voice of the Martyrs. People are getting killed. They've been getting killed. I was reading Voice of the Martyrs when I was 17, 18 years old. Voice of the Martyrs is old as hell. Okay, people been getting martyred for Jesus' sake. So this ain't nothing new. So don't be thinking that you're someone special because you're being gang stalked and you think you're getting gang stalked for the Lord. And oh yes, for the Lord, because the Lord loved me and all this crap. But what about the other people that got their heads chopped off for the Lord? I guess the Lord loved them even more. You know what I'm saying? So you still here. You know what I mean? Other people die for the Lord every day. And all this is getting swept under the rug. You won't even hear about it. Y'all don't even know. I guarantee you, the people I'm talking to that's listening right now don't even know nothing about the Voice of the Martyrs. Never even heard of it. Never even not once looked it up. But you're a Christian, all right? The Voice of the Martyrs been happening. You know what I'm saying? In America and China and many other countries.
I downloaded most of her content, so I'm going to be going through her slop to find some juicy stuff, and they're a good chunk of some juicy stuff so that I can prove to her and her audience, if they want to listen, that she's a fake gang stalking victim. Okay, but like I said before, just look at the difference between Cheryl Welch from the year 2000 and Stephanie Seeker. Talk about chosen one, and oh, they're trying to steal your life, and oh my God, the story of Job. Oh my God, oh, gang stalking is for your good. Gang stalking is for your good. That's what she actually says in one of these shorts right here. That gang stalking is for your good.
It's not for your good. The program is designed to kill you, but if you tap into yourself and become an alchemist like DB, but y'all not ready for that. See, I'm an alchemist. I'm going to turn water into wine like Jesus did. I'm going to turn lead to gold. You see what I'm saying? Like Kanye West did. I turned tragedy into triumph. That's what we do over here. I can't speak for y'all. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You give me some coal, I'm going to turn it to diamonds. You know what I mean? So, but you got to understand, you got to overstand, you got to understand that the program was dished out to you not to make you a better person. It's just like, think about it. Just like everybody, a lot of people go to jail. People go to jail all the time. How many people go to jail and come out a better man or a better woman? I guarantee you the statistics or the ratio would be very, very small. You see what I'm saying? It's up to the individual to make that choice to become a better person. I always use that. I always say BB. Either you could become better or you could become bitter. I remember Tupac said, he said, prison ain't changed me. It made me worse. You see what I'm saying? So that's what he said. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, to each his own, to everybody. Prison can make a person even more violent. Or it can make you sit your ass down and, you know, like, I learned my lesson. I know not to, you know, go down that road no more. So it all depends on the individual. So same with this program. This program was dished out and they selected you to destroy your life. They didn't put you in it hoping that, oh well, we're gonna put you in it and we hope that you survive so that you can become a better person and a better citizen here in the United States of America. No, they trying to take your punk ass out. You see what I'm saying? So I know even to this day, right now, while I'm even making this video, these bots, the CIA, the FBI, the local police department, they still mad as hell that they didn't take me out. You see what I'm saying? They mad. They're not happy. They going around telling everybody that I'm crazy. You see what I'm saying? They want you in the loony bin. So you need to understand that. And your punk ass family is down with it because they some suckers. But don't trip about them. Because the scripture says in the last days, whatever, on judgment, on that so-called whatever tribulation days, whatever, God said, I shall laugh at their calamity. That's right. So when the tables turn, the gods, we're gonna laugh at the bots' calamity. You see what I'm saying? Because they sold out to this beast, and they're gonna reap what they have sown. Let them get it. Let them get that ass whipping by the beast that they bow down to worship. They drunk the Kool-Aid. They drunk the wine of her wrath from Babylon. So they're gonna reap it. With that being said, yo, let me let her say a couple of things. We out this joint.
With ionizing radiation, being targeted and harassed with East German Stasi tactics and mind control technology that one, you did not sign up for, you did not sign a permission slip, a consent form, and you are not going to get compensated for the pain and suffering that you experience. This is a violation of Nuremberg Code. I do not care what DOD, Department of Defense, now Department of War Directive said this gang stalking stuff was okay to hit.
That's the channel, y'all. Y'all see it.
People, men, women, and children with direct energy weapons, mind control, and hidden with East German Stasi tactics. I don't care. But of course she ain't gonna talk about that. Okay, so let's close this. But I'm gonna see if I can find some of these older gang stalkers.
I'm gonna stop it right now because it's over 22 minutes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Shout out to this young lady. Stay strong, young lady. I hope you tune your ass to the best channel. DB Gangstalker Simulation Player. This is the best channel. This is the realest channel. You won't get the truth over here. You know what I'm saying? You won't get the truth over here. Stay away from those fake ass gospel channels. Those gospel channels is telling me come to the Jesus Christ and your gang stalking gonna stop. Yeah, those channels are fake. They faking. They faking the phone. All right? Come on over here. You look at the numbers. You still see I'm struggling even to get 6,000 subscribers. So you know it got to be real over here. All them other shields with them big channels, millions of subscribers getting millions of views, talking about gang stalking. They ain't even in the program. They don't even know nothing about it. They just shields getting paid. Holla back, y'all. We out this joint.